I think. Yes. All right. Today on the show, we got a trailer for Black Widow. We get yet another update on Crisis on Infinite Earth, because you can't get enough of those.
Yeah.
And Tiger and Dazzler gets canceled.
Oh.
Or, yeah, sadly. All that and more. It's Week in Geek. All right, and we're back. Welcome to the Grizzled Geek Podcast, episode 23. I'm Mike.
I'm Doug.
And we got some new equipment to play around with here, so we're kind of all excited. Yay, new equipment.
Let's just make sure that the actual... All right. Oh, I didn't get to see the... Let's see if we got the right one. Okay, anyways.
And let me get to the... What I'm supposed to look at here? Okay. Whoa. Yes. Sorry. New equipment's making me click through.
Oh my gosh.
More stuff.
Microsoft, you are a pain.
Well, folks, welcome to the Grizzled Geek Podcast. We are here to talk about all the nerd news from the week.
And back after 2 weeks off.
2 weeks off. We're off for the holidays, and Kirsten's not with us because this time of year, one of us is always traveling somewhere, going to see family, doing things. So, in fact, you're going to be gone this weekend, aren't you? Where are you
This
going?
weekend, yeah. Knott's Berry Farm.
Knott's Berry Farm. See, which is odd, being the Disney fan you are and having the new Star Wars ride open up this week.
That's in Florida.
Oh, it's in Florida?
It's not open here until January.
Oh, now it
so
makes
we
sense.
Gotta wait.
Now the Knott's Berry Farm
wait.
trip makes sense now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and I'm going next year for my birthday, so we're kind of just doing little stuff until then.
Okay. Hoping the crowds die down a little bit by then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Apparently, I don't know what it is. Why is this ride seem to be more? Is it because it's coming out at the same time as the movie and The Mandalorian is popular right now? But for some reason, this seems to be far more popular than the ride, the first ride was, or the land was, even when it debuted this summer.
Well, now it's complete is one thing, and two, this is a more innovative ride. The first one is essentially it's a screen-based ride that's much like I don't want to say a Star Tours, but kind of like that, except for just for 4 or 6 people, I guess. But it's one of those simulator screen rides versus. This one is way more dynamic. It's longer. I think it's supposedly like 2 rides in one almost.
Really?
Like one thing happens and then you transition. I haven't watched any reviews because I want to go in fresh. So
right.
I don't know a lot about it right now, but it's just, I think there's just a little more to it, more story. It's a longer ride.
You figure the ride that's on the Millennium Falcon would be more popular than this one, but...
I think you'll see a big uptick in both parks once the ride is going. Now you have both the rides. It's a complete land, so.
All right, well, we got Kyle and Ben both watching. Welcome, guys.
Cool.
Always better when it's longer. That is correct. Kyle, you were correct. Don't buy any of the hype. That is a fact, sir. All right, we have some information or some news this week. Start off with story number 1, the big one. The Black Widow trailer dropped.
Yep.
All right, so we've seen it.
No.
You've not seen... Are you serious? You've not seen the Black Widow trailer?
I was busy until...
Way to prepare for the podcast.
Well, I was super busy today. Once I realized that there was a new one, I'm getting ready to go on the trip. So, once I got off of work, it was like, I got to do a bunch of crap before I hit over here. So.
Yeah, so we're probably not going to talk about that on the podcast at all.
Yeah,
so we'll prepare for
that's
that.
fine. Blow it for me. I ruin it. I don't care.
Well, we already saw our thumbnail.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't realize you were playing Black Widow in this one?
Yeah, I
all right.
saw that. That's
nice.
Awesome.
All right. Well, I will talk about the trailer then. Apparently, Doug has not seen it. It looks awesome. I would say all except for the one glaring issue I had with it is Taskmaster's costume, up close and personal.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of got the feeling when we saw it from a distance. I was like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I liked it so much, but I was like, I'll wait till I get an up close look at it.
Right.
And we get an up close look at it, and I'm like, okay, I'm not that impressed with the Taskmaster. I mean,
The Taskmaster's costume was going to be hard to do anyways because it's.
Are you trying to tell me that the skull mask and the little half cape and the hood wouldn't translate well to live action and the tights?
No. Not a skull mask. It is essentially a skull face.
Right.
It's not really a mask the way they present it in the comic books. And
I'm offended by the Fat Stranger Things guy. I love the referring to like of course one of the big things about the trailer is that all of a sudden the fat shamers come out of the woodwork are all pissed off because they're Marvel's fat shaming again after Fat Thor. Well, as a fat man, I can tell you I'm not offended by Fat David Harbour. In fact, and I feel inclusion in that Russian Captain America is fat now. So
that's funny.
There's no way we can have a fat regular Captain America because America, but a fat Russian Captain America, that's fine. Russian, that's fine. Hey, Charlie Tango, how's it going? And we might find out what happened in Budapest because the trailer opens up with a sweeping shot of Budapest.
Nice.
So,
all right. So
that'll be exciting. But we also get to see basically her family. He calls her sis, and it seems like they're all one big family, but they're like the Russian
dysfunctional family,
right?
Because they're
clearly not like actual blood relatives, but Yelena was her sister, basically who becomes the new Black Widow in the comics.
Okay.
And it's kind of open up to that now. Then we get to see a scene of there's kind of weird stuff. There's a scene of a really young-looking Thunderbolt Ross, which is probably a flashback to Budapest if they're gonna do that because he wouldn't be. This is after Civil War, so it's not. He shouldn't be that young-looking.
Yeah, right.
And I'm like, that young-looking, he should be like chasing the Hulk around, shouldn't he? Pissed off at the Hulk at that point in his life.
Who knows?
Fat people should not be a punchline for a laugh. Yes, they should. Yes, they should. I'm going to stand firm on this one. Fat people are funny. What?
Come on.
Looking at fat people
Chris Farley.
Funny. That's right. I rest my case. John Candy, John Belushi.
Yeah. Fat
people are funny. All right, that's my stance. That's the official Grizzled Geek stance. Official Grizzled Geek stance. Fat people are funny.
That's racist.
That's yes. Thank you. But yeah, we get to see David Harbour as Red Guardian. I guess it looks like they're breaking him out of a prison or something like that. And he's all he's pretty buff, but he's like trying to fit into his old Red Guardian uniform. He's like, it still fits. He's got like the gut roll. I'm like, yes, it's hilarious.
All right.
Yes. If you're offended by that, then sorry.
All right. That's hilarious. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm looking forward.
But then the next scene, you're like, okay, well, he's like old and out of shape. But then the next scene, you see him taking on Taskmaster. So you're like, all right. So obviously he's still.
Yeah, maybe there's a time gap.
No, he's still fat taking.
Okay.
He's fat taking on a Taskmaster. So
that's funny.
Yeah. So I would hope to see. I want to see like an old school '80s training montage. Where they bust him out and he's all fat and out of shape, and then they do like a Rocky training montage and he's like lifting tires and stuff like that, and then because it's Russia, so they don't train with actual real equipment. It's like
pulls a sled,
and
runs up a mountain, and,
jogs high steps through the snow.
Yep,
and then he puts on the suit and beats up Taskmaster. I don't know why I'm more excited about the Red Guardian in this than I am actually Black Widow. I'm like, I know I love Black Widow, but I'm like, David Harbour as Red Guardian just sold this movie for me 100%, and the action looks amazing. So, yes, super excited for Black Widow. Will say one thing looks a little weird, that the suit, the vest that Yelena, her sister, is wearing in the series is the exact same one that she wears in Infinity War, which is a movie that takes place chronologically right after this one.
Interesting.
So I'm like, I don't know, was that like... what happens there? Something happened to her sister, You
Oh,
wouldn't think not, because with, spoilers for Endgame, with Black Widow being dead,
yeah.
you'd figure this is your chance to have a second Black Widow, a new Black Widow, a younger one, and who actually has a history, took over in the comics for her,
Right.
right? But so you wouldn't figure they'd kill her off. But Natasha's wearing her vest in Infinity War.
Interesting.
So,
All right.
and there's also, oh,
Yeah, I heard the rumor
Music
that
Cat.
Taskmaster is going to be a woman.
first time tuning in here, enjoying our Ruby reactions. Thank you very much. We appreciate you
Yeah.
joining us for our other content besides Ruby,
Yeah.
which is pretty much this.
Yeah.
This
I was goofing out about.
Ruby and podcast right now because of the time,
Yeah.
the holidays and work. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know exactly what's going on here. The other big complaint, well, not a complaint, but the other kind of, the fat shaming complaint. But then now, the director of Metal Gear Solid is saying that they've kind of ripped off the white suit, and so he's like on Twitter saying, oh, we did it first. He wore the tactical white suit, even though she wore it in the comics. But apparently, she wore it in the comics like 2 years after it premiered in Metal Gear Solid. So, and it wasn't quite as tactical looking in more of a sleek bodysuit in the comics, and now she's in the white tactical suit. To kind of,
Right.
and he's coming out with the Metal Gear Solid movie at the same time now. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. But yeah, I mean,
It'll be interesting.
yeah. So I know you haven't seen it. So close your eyes, just picture all that cool stuff I just said. Are you excited to see this movie?
Oh, yeah. I was already excited about that.
Exactly.
So,
Scarlett Johansson. All right.
Yeah, I already kind of I'm looking. I'm going to look up the Taskmaster photos, but I was already kind of assuming the Taskmaster was going to get the what the heck is
Cal can't wait for the porno version of the Black Widow movie. They're
the who's the Crossbones.
Crossbones.
I was assuming that Taskmaster was going to get the Crossbones treatment.
This is early
Where it
on.
wasn't quite as sleek as the comic version. It's the kind of bulky armor, that kind of.
I was hoping for at least a skull mask. They couldn't do the skull mask?
I don't know.
I mean,
Is it not a skull at all?
No.
No, it doesn't even resemble a skull?
No.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of a bummer.
He looks like a Power Ranger. I mean,
Okay.
just saying.
Okay, well, let's move on from DC to the CW DC, the good DC.
The good DC.
Universe. So Crisis on Infinite Earth is starting on Sunday with Supergirl.
Yes.
And man, this is quite the lineup. So listen to this lineup.
These are the confirmed villains, superheroes and villains. These are
Yeah, there could be more. From the Arrow, we're going to get Green Arrow, Spartan, Black Canary, Black Siren, Green Arrow 2, Connor Hawk, Wild Dog, and Harbinger, which is Lila Michaels.
Lila Michaels, yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. From Flash, we're getting the Flash, the Reverse Flash, Harrison Nash Wells, Killer Frost, Elongated Man, Vibe, Iris West Allen, Pariah, and the Earth 90 Flash.
That's John Wesley Shipp.
John Leslie Shipp.
From the 90s Flash series.
90s, yeah.
Yeah.
Earth 90. That's
yeah.
hilarious.
Earth 90.
From Supergirl, we're getting Supergirl, Alex Danvers, Brainiac 5, Martian Manhunter, Lex Luthor, Lena Luthor, Superman, Lois Lane, Kelly Olsen, Dreamer, and Allura Zor-El.
Which is Supergirl's mother.
Ah, okay. Interesting. I'm so far behind on the CW shows. So I'm all like, really? This person's in there? All right. So from Legends of Tomorrow, we get White Canary, Heat Wave, The Atom, John Constantine, Jonah Hex, Zari Tomaz, and Steel. Interesting. And then from the rest of the DC universe, just that they're kind of shoving in there, Batwoman, Bruce Wayne, the Kingdom Come version of Batman,
Played by Kevin Conroy.
the voice of the animated Batman.
Voice of the best Batman ever.
Yeah. Kingdom Come Superman, which I think we have a picture of, right?
We do have a picture. We have a couple pictures. Let's see what.
Yeah, let's go with that one
All
first.
right. So this one here is So that's almost 50 different characters.
It's got to be so crazy.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, lost audio.
Go back to the dashboard or the OBS. See if there's something going on.
I'm showing a.
All right, it's showing it's coming through. Okay.
What's happened now? Can you guys hear us now? It's back.
Now it's back. Okay.
So we like show some images and now it's back
Oh, maybe it was the playing with the images.
on the photos. Okay. So obviously we uploaded those wrong. I blame James.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Go back to it. I think there's an auto setting. So let's try this again. Go ahead and pull up the picture.
Okay. Bear with us for a sec.
The picture.
All right. So what needs to happen here? We figured out
Yeah.
is
Anyways.
we need to get another port for the mouse,
Right. Yeah. That's true.
so I'm not fat fingering the.
Anyways, there.
I'm sorry. I'm red guarding the fingers on the keyboard here and messing up the audio.
So yeah. Basically.
So if you can imagine the most awesome commentary about those pictures, that's what happened. I'm sorry you guys missed it because it's some of the best work we've done.
Yeah, well, let's go over. You've got the picture of the Kingdom Come Superman with the Kingdom Come comic image in the background.
Yeah, the image of the Daily Planet in the background blowing up, that's straight from Alex Ross' Kingdom Come comic.
Yep,
So they're actually using that as an actual photo.
they are.
Fat figures are funny. I'm telling you, just add fat to anything, it's hilarious. And then there's Kevin Conroy is the Kingdom Come Batman. He's in the Kingdom Come exoskeleton.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
he's talking to Batwoman in that
Kevin
picture.
Batwoman in that picture. And then we're seeing they don't tone down the strength of the Kingdom Come Superman as we see Kingdom Come Superman manhandling.
Regular Superman.
Superman.
From the the CW, the Supergirl universe.
Exactly. So here's the thing. You realize that he is. We got a confirmation that the Superman that he's playing is a reprisal of his Superman from the movie, which was a sequel to the Richard Donner Superman 2, which means Christopher Reeve Superman. That's the Christopher Reeve Superman.
Correct. So
I'm like,
you could make an argument that that's the prime timeline.
that's the prime timeline. If Kevin Conroy's the Batman in that prime line, and that's the Christopher Reeve Superman, I don't care who's playing who or what world it is. That's the prime universe right there.
Yeah.
That's the one they need to save. Yes, Kevin Conroy as Batman, actually getting to play live action Batman is amazing. Super excited about this. I mean, this is like almost 50 confirmed, right? Confirmed. These are the confirmed heroes and
Correct.
villains.
Yeah.
So Burt Ward is actually confirmed as Robin, which is nuts to me.
Yeah.
This is how far-reaching this is going with this. And there's other rumors of others.
Yeah, because Linda Carter was not on
there, yeah. So we'll see what happens. And the fact they're bringing in Knox from
from Tim Burton. That's
Tim
funny.
Burton Batman, yeah. So yes,
Give Knox a grant.
actually, so the reporter from the Tim Burton Batman is going to be in this. So that means Tim Burton's Batman world is connected. So is this the most ambitious crossover in TV history?
Oh, I don't know about TV history, but certainly CW history.
I can't think of a
I
more
can't
ambitious
think of
crossover.
one, but that
because
doesn't
your
mean
crossover series from and the Huntress is from the old Birds of Prey series from the 90s.
Oh, is it that Huntress?
Yeah, that's that Huntress.
Okay.
So same actress.
Because there was a Huntress in the Arrow.
Yeah. But now this one, the one and here is she played Huntress in the
Oh, okay.
the old. You ever watch that old Birds of Prey series?
I don't think so.
Man, it was
Maybe,
crazy.
yeah.
Actually had Batman and Catwoman in episode 1.
Oh, interesting.
It was kind of cool.
Nice.
Relani and company have done a great job of honoring the legacy of what has been done before. Absolutely, they have. They're just, they're fans of.
Yeah, they're the actual doing DC, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Unlike
It's
DCFU.
it's just ignore the films and I mean enjoy the well done films for what they are, but this is the actual DC universe.
Yeah. This is the shared universe they wanted.
Yeah.
I think they couldn't get with the.
I guess Ben saying Birds of Prey is on the DC universe.
It's on the old Birds of Prey series from the 90s is on the DC universe app.
I'm guessing that's what he means.
I don't know. I threw my hands up at DC universe at the ending of Titans.
Oh, was it crap?
Oh my god! Again, they screw up the end. Like Titans was good all the way through, and then the very end, I'm like,
Dropped the ball.
they dropped the ball again. It was like horrible. I was so mad at that last episode. Anyway, we'll review Titans later. Right now, another horrible thing is happening. Tigra.
I'm not sure that you would call this horrible.
Tigra and Dazzler series has been shelved on Hulu because of creative differences. Not shelved.
Being reworked.
Being reworked as the entire creative team, including the showrunner, has been fired. They've sacked everybody. So I don't know how bad this was.
Not they've parted ways or anything. They got straight up fired.
Straight up fired. No, yeah. So
I gotta say, when you read your first line of this thing,
okay. So
this is
this is a story we missed on one of the weeks we didn't end up doing the podcast, but Marvel's developing 4 adult animated series for Hulu. And they're all like funny adult. Like I don't know if you've seen Harley Quinn. You seen Harley Quinn on the DC universe?
no.
Okay, that is hilarious.
Okay.
It is an amazing. I'm only on episode 1. Episode 2 is out this week. It is an amazing series. Just episode 1, I'm already hooked. It's hilarious. It's a great series. I was hoping that these are going to be something like that because they're adult oriented. Like MODOK, for instance, is about the big-headed MODOK.
Right. Yeah.
And it's like it's him trying to balance his evil life with his family, something like that. It's just hilarious, and it sounds funny. Howard the Duck, Hit Monkey, and Tiger and Dazzler show. All right, and then they were all going to team up. They're all going to have their own separate series, and they're going to team up in a show called The Offenders together. So it's all comedy, right? It's hilarious. And I like what they did with Dazzler, especially like Jim Gordon's my favorite character in that. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil it for you. You got to watch it. But yeah, so I was thinking they were going to do something like this. But then 15 weeks into production, the entire creative team, including showrunner Erica
Riveno.
Rivino,
I don't know.
we can't pronounce your last name. Sorry. They've all been fired.
Rivenaja. Noja.
We should have left it. We couldn't pronounce it.
Yeah.
Sorry. We apologize for destroying your name. Not that you're going to watch this, but yeah, 15 weeks of production. The entire crew's fired. They've gone through several. I don't know how much they've got done, but 15 weeks of production.
Yeah.
In production, not pre-production. In production.
That's quite a ways.
So it took them a while to realize that what they were doing wasn't funny.
Yeah. Now here's the question: is does that mean all 15 weeks that's going to be scrapped because they didn't like any of it, or
or they're bringing in a whole new creative team to finish it up? So
that's interesting.
just another side note: Patton Oswalt is doing MODOK, so he's overseeing the series and doing the voice of MODOK.
Okay, now I want to see it.
Yeah, exactly. If you weren't interested before, Patton Oswalt's doing that.
That's hilarious. All right.
If anyone can do the voice of MODOK, it's Patton Oswalt. So yeah, but news is Tiger and Dazzler was supposed to be the first one out. So if that's where the stumbling block is, I don't even know. I don't know. I don't understand how bad it could be to be from the come in 15 weeks into production and go like, nope.
Yeah.
How do you not catch that earlier than that?
I
don't know.
Who knows?
I guess this is kind of Disney. Kind of did this with Solo too, but let Solo pretty much get made before they came in and went, no, maybe we should have somebody watching this earlier.
Yeah.
Maybe a little, I don't know, someone there seeing what's going on. But sad news, folks. Tiger and Dazzler show is going to be delayed.
Yep. All right, so let's talk Disney Plus. Mike's got we've all
Probably
seen
New Mutants bad. Yes.
Maybe, yeah.
Yes.
All right, so we've all seen The Mandalorian.
Yes.
Awesome.
So Disney Plus is kind of like it's been out, 4 weeks, 3 weeks?
5 weeks tomorrow.
5 weeks.
Yeah, we're at 5 weeks because
At Mandalorian episode 5 comes out this week.
Well, no, I guess Tuesday was 4 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, because episode 1 and 2 came out the same week.
Right. So Mandalorian, obviously the flagship show. This is launching this entire series. Like
For the geeks. I mean, there are a few others that are for the hardcore Disney fans were more flagships.
Music Cat saying Kim Possible is on Disney Plus and reliving your childhood. Exactly. Same thing with me and well, not my childhood, but I was pretty much a child in the 90s anyway, even though I was fully grown.
Right.
But Gargoyles.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I just started into the gargoyle rabbit hole.
Oh.
I'm like, I'm going to I'll go check out the initial episode, and I'm like 6 episodes in. I'm like, okay, I got to shut this off and go to bed.
That's funny.
Yeah. Every night I started watching more gargoyles. So yeah, I'm reliving. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm super excited about that stuff. But then they have like some. Have you seen Lady and the Tramp? That was their first. Show they did just for Disney Plus.
Direct to Disney Plus.
Yeah, but the next one, Togo, I'm really actually interested in, and this is about the true story about the sled dog, and William Dafoe is starring in it.
I've heard of it, but I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't dug into it. I don't know. I've only watched
animated series. Absolutely.
I've only watched 2 things on Disney Plus: Mandalorian and the Imagineer story, which is super good.
Yeah.
It's like, kind of the history of Imagineering from the start of Disneyland through.
Yeah.
And again, it started at the same time as The Mandalorian, so they're on episode 5 will come out Friday.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Awesome. So yeah, I'm excited about Togo. I didn't realize they were going to have that much. I mean, other than the Marvel and Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
Decent
amount of original stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And then of course the Marvel shows that are coming out.
Yep.
First one this summer will be Falcon and Bucky.
Yeah. When does it come out?
This summer, I think.
Really? I thought it was earlier. I thought it was like March or April.
March? It could be. I don't know. I don't pay attention to this stuff.
I mean, it's got to be earlier than that if they're going to get all the way through them in time for the movies that they.
That's true, because they got to get through WandaVision and Loki before Doctor Strange next year.
Correct. Yeah.
So, the year after next.
And I think Doctor Strange is in October probably.
Yeah.
So you have to get through 16 weeks of or is it 6 episodes or 8 episodes each?
I think they vary.
So anyways, you got to get through 6 to 8 weeks each before October, so they're going to have to start quite a ways earlier. What would that be? September, or August, June, July. So yeah, probably April for Bucky and the Winter Soldier. I mean, Bucky and the Winter Soldier. Bucky and Falcon.
Bucky and the Winter Soldier?
Bucky and the Winter Soldier. He's got a split personality.
Yeah, just Sebastian Stan. All Sebastian Stan all the time. I got to say, real quick, interjection here. These new LED lights are amazing because we had projection lighting before, and we were usually by this point sweating from that projection light on us.
Yep.
These are nice and cool. So just want to point that out. New equipment.
Yes. Yeah. We may want to still umbrella these at some point because they are pretty bright in our face.
Especially if you look directly at them.
If you look towards where the light is, you're like, oh. So
lights. All right, yeah. So Disney Plus. So far, 4 weeks in, we're recommending it.
Oh, yeah, it's super worth its money. Especially if you have a Hulu and you don't mind. In fact, I've not actually used Hulu since then, so because I use Hulu so sparingly, but it's only $1 more than Hulu would have cost you anyways.
Right.
The no commercial Hulu.
Yeah.
But if you don't care about Hulu, you don't care about ESPN Plus, the $5.99 price tag is so cheap for what you get.
Yeah, you get all this cool stuff. Yeah. Mandalorian's worth it on its own, but all the other stuff is just gravy.
Yeah.
I did see the extra what if stuff. It looks. I mean, I'm excited about all the Marvel stuff that's coming out. Mm-hmm. I'm excited about Mandalorian. I was cautiously optimistic. Now I'm like totally in. I'm like, the Mandalorian. That's the new jam. I'm going to watch Togo. I'm excited about that movie. Like I haven't seen Lady and the Tramp either, but Gargoyles, X-Men, all the '90s cartoons. You know, it's just I'm super excited, and I like all the little small, documentary type stuff.
I'm telling you, watch the Imagineer story. It is really good. Cool.
My wife's in the Jeff Goldblum series.
Oh yeah. So, I haven't had a chance to watch that one yet. It sounds intriguing.
Yeah, but there you have it, folks. 4 weeks in, very worth it. Disney Plus.
Yeah, totally worth your money. And I'm actually enjoying. I know some people don't like it; they want to be able to binge whatever.
Right.
I'm enjoying having something to look forward to. Oh, Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get to watch the new
Mandalorian.
whatever.
Yeah. There's not been TV like that for.
Because especially at our age, it's like sometimes you just want to sit down on the couch with your wife and say, "Hey, we've got a new show to watch together."
Yeah.
So, you don't want to sit in front of your computer and go, binge, next episode, next episode, next episode.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you want to, but then you go back to Netflix for a bit.
Anyway, true. Speaking of Netflix, I can't wait. The next thing is Witcher out on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Looks
Yeah,
good.
it sounds like it's good. Oh, well, I think you have a story about that in here.
Oh, well, then we're going to go right into that. Well, actually, first off, we're going to slip on into our smaller stories, our Nerd Nuggets.
You didn't have to do the spiel.
I got to mention Nerd Nuggets.
No, you don't.
Doug hates it, but back in the old news, we had an old Nerd Nugget icon that we'd bring up, and now I got to bring it back in. We just keep forgetting. Oh, yeah, Nerd Nugget icon. The first thing,
Oh, yeah.
yes, the Disney nature documentaries.
Oh, and National Geographic
Yes,
is on there.
That all brings back all your childhood stuff for everybody, no matter how old you are. You grew up with Disney, it brings you back. All right, the first news is kind of disappointing, but not shocking. And in fact, if you're a regular of the Grizzled Geek podcast, we predicted this last year, jokingly, but sadly it came true. We got our first look at Cheetah with merchandise from Wonder Woman 1984. It might have some fans upset, as we joked about it, like, why don't they just put her in like a leopard skin jacket? And that's her costume.
They heard us and said, "Hey, that's a good idea."
Yeah, so the image it's on a mug, and it's a drawing, but it's actual merch. It's actual official merch for Wonder Woman 1984, and it shows her in leopard print, or I guess would be cheetah print tights, like pants, leggings, and a jacket. So just like regular street clothes, only tacky leopard print. Yeah. Now, everything I've seen about Wonder Woman 1984, I'm like, I don't know what this. It's like Wonder Woman was so good, right?
Yeah, I know.
And then everything I hear about Wonder Woman 1984, I'm like, oh, just cringing. I mean, the best thing is we're actually going to see her in her full eagle armor, right, with the helmet and from the comics. Now that'd be awesome to see. But everything else, I'm just like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
And the cheetah image is just. We don't have one for you here to show you how bad it is. You have to go look it up.
I'm going to look it up because I want to.
Let's go look it up. But yeah, pretty much cheetah wearing cheetah print pants and a jacket. And now, to be fair, we don't know. This could be her earlier in the movie, and then she transforms into the full-on Catwoman, cheetah.
Yeah.
Full-on Chitara.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I'm not. Obviously, I'm going to see it because Wonder Woman was so good. I'm just a little concerned at this point by some of the stuff we've been seeing and hearing about this movie.
Yep, I am too. I can't even say I'm cautiously optimistic. I am hoping that it's not as bad as it sounds. Is where I'm at. I'm not cautiously optimistic. I'm not hopefully pessimistic. Yeah, I'm pessimistic, but
hopefully pessimistic.
I don't know. I really am just hoping it's not as bad as it sounds.
That's my new description.
Yeah.
Hopefully pessimistic.
All right. So next story, Mandalorian episode 6 will premiere on the 18th, which is
Thursday or Wednesday.
Wednesday, I think.
Wednesday.
2 days early, and will include a sneak peek at the Rise of Skywalker, so they can get that in before the Thursday night shows.
Right. Now, there's a big to-do about whether or not it's going to actually have something tie into the movie, where the series itself has something to tie into the movie or not, which I don't think
Unlikely.
So. I don't think they're going to do that.
Yeah, no. I think just at the end of the episode, there's going to be a
between the episode and the credits, we'll get a 2-minute scene,
something like that,
from Rise of Skywalker. Which at that point it's opening the next day, so
yeah.
But yeah, Mandalorian's episode 6. The only good news about this, we're getting it early.
Yep.
But then we'll have more than a week to wait.
Yeah, that's true. But we will have a Star Wars movie to hold us over a little bit.
That's true. It's true.
So
we'll get the movie to hold us over for the Mandalorian. Yeah.
That's funny, but
He said it, but it's true. It is very true. All right. All right. We have a rumored bad guy for WandaVision, which kind of we know WandaVision ties in directly into Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Yep.
So the rumor is that Nightmare, the bad guy Nightmare, is in that series, which would make sense if she's having these visions. Mm-hmm. And he's all long been rumored to be the bad guy in the next Doctor Strange movie.
Yeah.
So that would also make sense too. But if we see him early, we find out he's the one that's doing all this.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So, which I don't know. That is, I'm excited about WandaVision and confused.
Yeah.
The fact that the first 3 episodes are going to have a live studio audience,
Yeah.
like a regular sitcom, is just, to me, it's just crazy. But it's the kind of crazy. I mean, I at this point I trust in Marvel and decision making far more than I would like Star Wars or anything else. That
Yeah.
But Marvel is a well-oiled machine at this point. I'm going to trust them on this, and as crazy as it sounds, I'm just going to go with it.
Yep. Wait until they let us down.
All right.
All right. Jack Russell, who is Werewolf by Night, is rumored to be in Moon Knight's Disney Plus series. That's interesting.
You heard that right, folks. The Werewolf by Night in the comics, his name is actually Jack Russell. So, it's not a joke. And he's rumored to be in the Disney Plus Moon Knight series.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is, I'm looking forward to the Moon Knight series.
I like Moon Knight's a weird hero. I like him. I don't know how wide appeal.
Yeah, well, and it depends on how they go, because they took a real dark turn with him.
Yeah, they're going with a full-on schizophrenic, full personality.
Yeah, so
Moon Knight, so it's like a crazy. I was about to say crazy version of Batman, but that's redundant. They're both crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
this one's a little more.
This one's just a little more, a little more crazy than Batman. But yeah, I like Moon Knight, and so far I'm excited about the Disney Plus stuff. So, Werewolf by Night, it seems just odd.
Yeah.
It's just these odd things, but all right, fine, we'll go with it. Doug, we're getting a new Ghostbusters movie.
I heard.
So it's coming out this year or next year, actually. And it has been officially confirmed that the title of the Ghostbusters movie is Ghostbusters Afterlife. And we know that all the surviving members are returning for it, although apparently it's going to focus on a new younger team or whatever, but their old ones are going to be there. It's pretty much basically what the last one should have been.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Like the one with the women should have been them passing off the torch. They should have been daughters of the current. I think that would have been.
Yeah, or whatever role they took, just there should have been a handing of the torch.
Right.
Which there wasn't. They tried to do a reboot versus. Yeah, so.
Just failed, all except for Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this one, they're actually doing it right. It's actually a full-on, third movie. It's a sequel. Mm-hmm. And the trailer for it, we got a trailer coming up here, should accompany Jumanji: The Next Level, which is odd when I read this, only because nowadays, back in our days, that's where trailers debuted at movies.
Right.
We knew we get ahead of time. They're going to be. It might be in front of this movie.
Right. Yeah.
Even if it was a crappy movie, where if you really wanted to see that trailer, you go check out that crappy movie just a chance to see the trailer.
Yeah. Now it's
like
on
online.
YouTube.
But the fact they've said it's releasing with Jumanji, I'm like, really? Is it like, you mean that week it releases? Because it's online, right?
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Yeah, so would assume. All right.
The complete Game of Thrones collection came out this week. It's 75 hours of episodes plus extras and costs $250.
Wow.
Although, 75 hours for $250 is not bad.
4 days or over 3 days?
Well, even if you take
watching Game of Thrones?
Even if you took it, if you rounded it up to $300, with tax and whatnot, that is $4 an hour.
Of it.
So $8 for a movie length stuff, and you own it.
That's
so if you
six
look at
seasons worth of value, and then the junk at the end.
Yep.
Throw it in.
Yeah. So if you look at it there,
Yeah. Well,
I could care less, but
it's just odd. I know we're always complaining about Game of Thrones. I'm going to go off a little tangent here. always complaining about Game of Thrones, complaining about George R.R. Martin and not finishing his work, and how like we can't wait for these guys to actually finish his story without him. And then when it got to the story without him, it just went off a cliff. Like the last 2 seasons was like, what happened?
I didn't watch it. I don't care. I stopped caring about Game of Thrones after book 4. But if you think Martin was going to come up with a better ending than what they came up with, you are deluding yourself. He was probably going to be even more of a train wreck and even more depressing.
More depressing.
And if you thought anybody was going to get a happy ending, you were totally wrong.
Yeah. I don't know. I think they had their eye on the Star Wars prize at the end and were like, yeah, let's just finish this real quick.
Yeah. Except for now they're not doing it.
And now they're not doing it. Now they're not getting the Star Wars series. Got to end strong, folks. That's going to be a lesson. All right, so early word on The Witcher is very positive. We mentioned earlier that The Witcher is going to be the next Game of Thrones, what they're calling it. It's a Netflix. Of course, that's every fantasy that's comes out after Game of Thrones. The next Game of Thrones. But they're saying that it is amazing. They're saying that the action is better than Game of Thrones action. And they're debuting some clips on it, right? And so like early critics coming in high praise for Witcher. I mean, the production value is amazing on it. I mean, it's Netflix throwing money at it, and it's Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
So Superman himself is playing a Witcher. I love, and this is gonna be more based on the books than
the video
game. Video game is based on the books. This is gonna be based on the books too. So whatever the video games changed is actually going with like the book over that. So, but yeah, it's super exciting. And it debuts December 20th.
Yes.
On Netflix. Okay, so super excited about that. Martin is going to come up with a better ending because it will be more dark and depressing. Very well. Let's put it this way. At this point, I'm actually the ending of Game of Thrones got me more excited to finish the book series. So I'm like, all right, that's the ending we got. Let's see what Martin does. Yeah. Assuming he finishes those last 2 books before he dies. I'm hoping.
I wouldn't count on it.
You're gonna pull a Wheel of Time.
Yeah.
And have to bring somebody else in to finish it.
At this point,
that turned out pretty good though. Brandon Sanders did a good
I
job.
mean, I don't know
series,
that.
Right?
Well, I mean, I was done with book 4. I don't read.
So well written.
I don't read science fiction or fantasy to go with, here's the worst possible thing that could happen. Like here's real Middle Ages and how crappy it was to really be in the Middle Ages. I'm like, I could read history books for that. I don't need your fantasy series.
But the characters are so good.
Some of them.
Yeah, some of them. Yeah. I'm fine with Brandon Sanders finishing that series. If he does the same work he did on the Wheel of Time, I'm like, all right, finish it. Yeah. Go ahead, Brandon.
But anyways, after book 4, I threw it against the wall and said, I'm done. I can't stand you, Martin.
Yeah. So
bunch of well-written crap.
Such well-written crap.
Yeah. Well, and it's... All right, never mind. I'm not going to go on. We could have a whole podcast just on crapping on Martin on my part. But all right, we got the first teaser trailer for The Boys season 2, which Mike watches. I don't.
It's great.
Yeah,
Boys is awesome. It doesn't go quite as far. At least the first season didn't go quite as far as the comics, which I think is a good thing because Gardenius can, or not Gardenius. Yeah, I mean they
Bendis.
Bendis. Well, no.
Is it Bendis?
Oh, is it Bendis? It's, what are you doing here? Make me look this up now.
I don't. Yeah.
They can tend to go too far in the comics sometimes, which a little overboard. And in the comics, it's fine, right?
But you mean like Wanted?
Yeah, true.
Garthinus, yeah.
Garthinus, so I was right.
Yeah.
So I knew that because Garthinus is great. Like I like the old Preacher series. I like The Boys. I like I like Garthinus and his stuff, but like I said, he can go over the top. And
sorry, I just read your next story.
See, this is how prepared Doug is. He reads the stories as we do them. That's an understatement. That is true. It's a little hardcore, the comics. And as a comics fan, you're fine. You know what you're getting into, right? But for that to translate onto the screen, I'm like, how is this going to work, right? And they did a decent job with Preacher, but I think they even did a better job with The Boys because it was dark and it was like, holy shit in the places it needed to be holy shit, but not to the level that the comics. So it was actually still, marketable to a mass audience.
Yeah.
That's really the comic. I think these comics are an acquired taste, right? Yeah, you have to know. Yeah. The Preacher's not for everybody. The comic series. The Boys definitely is not for everybody, but the series is pretty good. So I'm excited, and I think they're going to try and push the boundaries a little bit in season 2. You know, make it a little more of the storylines of the comics. But I'm excited for it. I'm going to watch it. So super exciting.
All right, you get to take it home with that last story.
All right, Tom Holland drunk dials Disney to save Spider-Man. So this recently came out that Tom Holland apparently talked to Bob Iger while he was drunk and, basically pouring out his feelings. But I mean, it was kind of he wanted to talk to him when it came out at D23 that, the whole Spider-Man thing came out. That, he was very upset about it. And so he was like, I need to talk to, Bob Iger or whatever. So he gave him his information and he didn't hear from him for a couple days. But then he's doing he was in a pub. So several pints in when Bob Iger finally calls him back. And so apparently he's like, we're not sure his drunken pleas is what saved Spider-Man. But that's what I'm going with. I'm going with Tom Holland save Spider-Man with his drunken ramblings to Bob Iger.
That's funny. Nice.
Yes. So all in all, what are we thinking? Anything from today's stories that you want to comment on? One final. You excited to go see the Black Widow trailer now that we've talked all about it?
Yeah, I really want to kind of break down the costume for Crossbones.
Taskmaster. Yeah.
You
only get one I get a brief glimpse of him, an up close shot, and then you get to see
that's
him
a nice
fighting.
thing you can pause.
Yeah, and go.
Okay, let's see.
I know they're trying to go with a tactical suit with the guy, but it just comes it screams Power Ranger to me. I'm like, especially with the goofy helmet, and it's like a big. It couldn't give him a skull mask. I mean, they have Crossbones is.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that's why.
Probably you don't want him to look like Crossbones.
Two guys with skull masks. They want to confuse them.
Yeah, I mean, I think they should have just bit the bullet and gone with a full on half cape, hood. Big pirate boots.
So you got the sword and the.
He doesn't even. No, you only see him. I'm sure he has a sword. Yeah. It doesn't show him with a shield, but it does show him firing a bow.
Oh, okay.
Right. So clearly he's watched Hawkeye a few times.
Okay.
For those of you who are not familiar with Taskmaster, the character in the comics, he's got his power is muscle memory, or he can watch somebody do something and then instantly gain that muscle memory and be able to duplicate that. So if he watches Captain America throw a shield, he can now throw a shield just as good as Captain America.
Right.
And if he watches Hawkeye shoot an arrow, he can now shoot an arrow as good as Hawkeye.
Right.
He's not super strong or something like that, but he's an amazing fighter because he's studied all these martial arts and everything else.
Yeah.
And if he watches you fight, he can pretty much adapt to you. So, which is for a low level, he's not a big cosmic threat, but low level, that's still a pretty dangerous foe, especially for someone like Scarlet Witch and these people. I think
Black Widow,
Scarlet Witch, that's Scarlet Witch, Scarlett Johansson. They always confuse me.
Yeah, always.
So Black Widow and her family, which I think Red Guardian is probably the most powerful one out of the group because he's actually a super soldier.
Yep.
So, although fat and out of shape, hilarious. Hilarious. Yeah. All right, folks. That about wraps it up for today. Thank you very much for joining us on the new and improved Grizzled Geek podcast. Getting more new and improved all the time with new lights, new laptop, new new soundboard, all the equipment. Yep. So we sound better now. If we can remember not to shut the mic off when we
throw pictures
up, then we'll get better at that. How are we going to have... No, I mean, the holidays are coming up. Are we going to be missing any days coming up? I know we missed Thanksgiving week.
Well, yeah, we will probably miss we'll miss the 19th because we'll be watching Star Wars that night.
And filming a review of that.
And filming a review of that. So that'll be taking the place of podcasts.
That was our first podcast, was Rogue One.
Yes, it was, I believe.
Rogue One. That was our very first podcast.
Next week we should be fine. The week after is the day after Christmas. Probably fine for me because Melissa's going to be leaving town that day. She's flying to see her dad and sister. So
yep. When I see enough of my family, I'll be fine.
So yeah.
Yay for new stuff. Yeah. See, it was our Christmas present to ourselves.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So we'll be back next week. Take a week off, and then be back the day after Christmas. Mm-hmm. So when you're bored, you want to get away from your family.
Yeah.
Just slip in the next room, turn on the podcast, and we'll be there to get you through the holidays, folks. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends. If you're listening to this on Stitcher or iTunes or any of the other places you get podcasts, and you want to see our beautiful faces, you can check us out on YouTube/The Grizzled Geek. And you can check out all our videos. And again, right now, it's pretty much Ruby and podcasting right now.
Yeah.
Until we get, into the new year and back in the swing of things when I'm not, working like 10 hours a day.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do something else. And we're also going to be putting out some new content on our other channel, which is the
Grizzled War Master.
Grizzled War Master. All these grizzles.
Yeah.
All these old grizzly podcasts.
We're all old.
Yeah. Have a good night, Ben. Night. So if you want to check it out, we're putting on some new stuff over there. That's our gaming channel. So if you're into tabletop miniature gaming, role playing, that kind of thing, you can check us out over there. If you want to support the channel and the things that we do here, Doug, how can they do that?
Well, Mike's going to make it hard for you because he'll forget to put links in the description ever.
Check out our Ruby videos.
Yeah.
All the links are there.
Yeah.
Shane puts those in.
The big thing you want to do is find our Amazon affiliate link in one of our Ruby videos. Click on that. Do your holiday shopping there if you haven't already. Mm-hmm. And we'll get a kickback from that. Won't cost you anything extra. So you'll do your normal Christmas shopping and you'll be helping us out.
Yep.
And there's a bunch of other, Teespring and our Patreon.
Music Cat, thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Absolutely, guys. We'll be back next week, same time, with another wrap-up of Nerd News. We'll see you then, guys.
Bye.
A little early there. Look at that.
Yep. Mike's
working the equipment.
Slow on the switch.
Bye, guys.